It said everything happens for a reason, but maybe everything happens for a Reese's. Take noise-canceling headphones. Do they block hearing to heighten taste? That sound seems to show everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
The Emmy Award-winning HBO original series Hard Knocks Training Camp brings viewers into the preseason with unparalleled access to the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Go behind the scenes with Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the legendary Dark Side defense as they prepare to make another run at the NFL title. See how the best in the world take the hype and pressure head-on. Your football fix starts here with the personalities and challenges that define a championship team. Bonds will be built. Bloopers will be captured. Hard Knocks Training Camp with the Seattle Seahawks premieres Tuesday, August 4th at 9 p.m. on HBO Max.
Can you guys hear, like, the running and stuff that's happening?
We could hear her adorable little voice.
Come here. Come here, girly. All right, I need you to say something right into this microphone. Okay? You got to hit it with the... Yeah!
News!
Who's that?
Uncle Jay.
Yeah, Uncle Trav.
Hey, baby, why? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over, welcome back to New Heights, a Jukes original show presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. New Heights is a show that doesn't dress up. It dresses as. We'll get back.
I think I see what you did there.
We'll get to more of that later, man. But we are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big bro, Jason Kelce, out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, University of Cincinnati Bearcat alums. New Heights comes to you every single Wednesday with a new episode. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. Jason, what we got?
Got a great show, Trev. As always,
First,
we're gonna talk about the whoopin, as AJ Brown called it,
Open up
that
a can of
the
whoopin'.
Eagles gave his former team, the Titans, and then we're gonna touch on the Chiefs' unfortunate tough loss for the third time this year against
Gotta hold
the
on to the
Cincinnati
ball,
Bengals.
bud. Gotta hold on to the ball.
And we might even touch into some college football talk.
Oh,
Little playoffs.
college ball.
Got some coaching changes going
Got
on.
coaches going everywhere, man. This is exciting times.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
Talk about playoffs.
Playoffs.
But first, new news. Oh my gosh, now my voice cracked like Pat. All right, anyways, still the number one sports podcast in the world. Matter of fact, not just sports podcasts. We cracked the top 3 of all podcasts last week, thanks to our episode with Pat Mahomes.
It's the Pat Mahomes effect. It makes everything better. It's unbelievable.
Almost hit number 1 on Spotify. But pretty hard to compete with the Joe Rogan experience. But
yeah,
either way, thank you so much to our listeners. I mean, that was a really awesome episode. We were certainly excited to share it. Too much fun,
without a doubt.
And glad everyone enjoyed it. Yeah, let's, can't thank you enough for all the support. And let's keep these things rolling.
Keep these things rolling, baby.
Fan reactions to the Mahomes episode from Ron Kopp. It can't be overstated how cool of a listen this is as a Chiefs fan. Feel like you're a fly on the wall in the room, that they don't even know it's being recorded. I think that's kind of the way we felt.
Yeah, 100%. I was actually in such shock when he started talking about the draft stories and his first encounter with Coach Reed. I was like sitting there like I didn't even know how to react to it. I was like, hold on, are we going to have to erase this? Are we going to have to edit this out? Are you okay with sharing this? This is okay. I'm like looking around in the room for all the Chiefs guys like, this is good, right? We're good on this? All right.
We're just letting this happen.
Is crazy. He just said he drafted himself. It was nuts, man.
Yeah, and I think I think every time we wrap up one of these, whenever when the producers say, all right, let's stop recording, I'm like, we were recording this whole time? I thought we were still just kind of bullshit. All right.
Exactly. That's the fortune of doing this with an edit button. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
you can just cut it loose. If this thing was live, I'd be way more like.
Yeah, let's hope those clips don't get in there. All right, here we go. We got another shout out on the episode from Justin Freeman, 18. New Heights Podcast with Jason Kelce and T. Kelce just jumped to the top of my podcast rotation.
All right.
Awesome hand in the dirt stories and conversations. Bringing the last 5 episodes this weekend. Binging the last 5 episodes this weekend. Kelce Bros are very entertaining. That's good to hear.
Appreciate that, Justin, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you listening in.
Yeah. That's good to know. We're going to try and keep these good stories rolling.
Heck yeah. I'm handing the dirt stories, man. Let's go.
Another one from Deep Underground Pod.
Deep Underground.
That just sounds like a dirty...
The Underground Pod.
Oh, wait. D Underground. I get pod. Like the... I don't know where my mind was at. Get this Deep Underground Pod. All right.
Yeah, listen, if you know, you know.
D Underground Pod. Shout out to T. Kelce for rocking the football tan lines.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
If you know,
I don't even think what that is. Is that what that is? I'm not hip to the if you know, you know. Got it.
KYK. If you know, you know. Meaning my hand right here is completely different skin color than the hand right here because I wear gloves every single day I'm out in the sun.
That's true.
So I got natural tan lines on my hands, and they're much paler, pastier, way more white.
It's worth it when you wear those Ronald McDonald gloves, those yellow gloves. It is so easy to spot you on the field. It's the best thing ever because I always know where 87 is.
Just when we play those teams that don't have yellow in their jerseys, real easy to get caught holding.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You get those hands outside. It's a little different.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, nobody actually has yellow jerseys in the NFL, so that never plays into my favor.
All righty, well, Eagles fans came through with the New Heights sign after my game, walking off the field.
The Kelce chant, man.
Yeah, they were doing that too.
Legendary.
Yeah, that was nice,
man.
Very nice of them.
That's like you're on the same stage as Rocky because I feel like they Rocky, like that was part of the movie, right?
Kylie!
She's gonna really
Kylie!
She's gonna think you're calling for her right now.
Yeah, you're right. I don't actually need you, Kylie. It's just a joke. She definitely was coming down. All right. Yeah, but walking off the field. So Eagles fans, they're on the sign committee now. New Heights sign at the game. We're a part of it.
Just had to call them out.
Shout out. Yeah. Signed it. Signed the sign.
Sign the sign.
Signed the sign.
Well played.
Listen, I'm signing signs and I'm signing babies.
I'll believe it when I see you sign a baby, man.
I cannot wait to sign my first baby forehead. It's going to be like a newborn sign.
Draw a mustache on it.
Do it, Andy Reid him.
Now you have to. Signature across the forehead. Andy Reid stash with a little handlebar.
Oh, I can't wait for the degenerate parent that allows me to do this to their child. I might do it to my own baby. Might have to wait till February.
Don't you dare.
All righty.
That's pretty good.
Well, the biggest new news you guys have been asking, and here it is. We got merch.
Merch, baby. You see us rocking it.
It's finally in.
The New Heights merch. Always feels a little awkward when you have your name across your T-shirt, but
it is a little weird.
It's for everyone.
We're wearing it so you guys can see it, and we think it's really cool. Yeah. We're in particular really happy to partner with Homage, another Ohio roots.
Keeping the Ohio roots together.
That's right. The official apparel partner of the New Heights show. So yeah, go ahead and check it out.
And we've been on the Homage train for quite a while now. You guys have already seen me wear a NBA Jam style, NFL Jam style shirt that Jason has on right now. Says Kelce Jam with me and Jason and our attributes on there. You saw me rocking one earlier in the season with me and Pat Mahomes on there as a tandem. But
this one particularly hits home because we grew up in the era of playing arcade games.
Yeah.
So NBA Jam, NBA Hang Time, Blitz. Like those sports games are always my favorite. They still are my favorite to play.
100%. Yeah.
And it brings back a lot of nostalgia with the graphics of the stat lines.
Oh yeah.
A little upset with my speed rating. I think I'm faster than that.
I think if you're faster than that, then I'm faster than what my speed rating is too.
No, you're about right.
You're about right.
I think my speed rating should be right about where your speed rating is.
Faster? Who's faster, me or you?
How far is the race?
You're right. We did this in college, and you said 10 yards, and I was like, all right, deal. And you shot out of a fucking cannon.
Did I beat you?
Like, yes.
I do not remember that.
I remember this. It was.
I
wasn't even embarrassed because everybody was like, damn, he's fast. I was like, all right, well, at least they're more amazed by Jason winning than they are.
I'm sneaky fast. Got a quick get off. Good thing there's not a snap line. Otherwise, my snap attribute would be fully red.
Just not even a green.
Yeah, just
negative.
All the way
not just
red.
A little negative all the way. Yeah.
Listen, he's a great center. He's going to get a lot of blocks. But there's going to be a couple plays a game where you're not going to be too happy with him. All right, here we go.
You could say that with fumble stat line. Fuck!
All right, here we go.
Moving forward, we do appreciate all your guys' support, and we got a little bit of a surprise for you. Not only are we wearing it to show you guys, we are live right now in selling these tees online. Just go to homage.com/newheights to check out all the tees. We got some pretty sweet ones, man. Got one of these Kelly Green's game day fits, baby. Yeah. That's a pretty good shirt.
We're gonna have to add the mesh Pee Wee League football jersey to the game day fit.
I want to see the Yeti, man.
That's my favorite one.
I want to see the Yeti.
I'll be rocking that.
So we got some fun tees on there. So please go over there and support the ways that you can, man.
Also, if you love daily fantasy, we're going to shout out another sponsor of today's show, DraftKings. DraftKings is giving new customers a free shot at a share of millions in prizes with their first deposit. All new customers need to do is download the DraftKings app now and sign up using our promo code New Heights.
You heard the man. Playing daily fantasy football is easy. Just pick your favorite players each week, enter contests, and win cash prizes weekly. And with a free shot at a share of millions of dollars in total prizes with your first deposit, it's the perfect time to show off your football game.
So download the DraftKings app now and sign up using our promo code New Heights. This week, new customers can get a free shot at a share of
millions
of dollars in total prizes with your first deposit.
And just enter the promo code New Heights to get a free shot at a share of millions of dollars in prizes with your first deposit. That's code New Heights, only at DraftKings.
Well, the last sponsor might be the most important.
Yeah, right.
We're about to get into real football portion of this show. And for those of you that have been listening since episode 1, you know there's a half decent chance we might get a little loud.
We might be yelling about QB sneaks, wedge units, or God knows what else. So you need to make sure that you're listening to us using premium audio products from Raycon. They also make a great gift for anyone on your holiday shopping list.
Raycon's wireless earbuds, headphones, and speakers offer premium sound, useful features, an almost custom comfortable fit, and they start at half the price of other premium audio products.
And for the next month, Raycon will have a countdown to Christmas with a new pop-up flash deal for you to take advantage of every single day.
So right now, for the best deal, go to buyraycon.com/newheights to get 15% off site-wide with code HOLIDAY plus free shipping.
That's code HOLIDAY at buyraycon.com/newheights for 15% off Raycon purchases. Buyraycon.com/newheights. Let's get back to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's ride, Raycon.
Raycon Country, let's ride.
Raycon Country, let's ride.
Well, here we go. Let's tee up the 12 bold topics of this week. We always start with each other's games. I'll tee up the topics on Jason's game, and he'll do the same for mine. And then we'll get into some stories that are going around the NFL. But starting off with both of our games, Jason, you want to start with? No, I'll tell you what. I'll jump it off. Start with your guys' game.
Start
Eagles,
with our game. Okay.
35, Titans 10.
Yeah, baby.
You guys rolled them, man. That was a tough team. When we played them, man, that was a very tough team. Strong defensive line. You know, they got that toughness. Old Mike Vrabel, their head ball coach. But you guys went in there. You guys handled it, man. You guys handled it.
Yeah, I mean, they've been a tough team for a long time. This is a team that was the best team in the NFL just a year ago through the regular season. And they're built that way, Obviously, tremendous coach and Coach Vrabel. The defense is always solid, especially on the interior. You're going to have our hands full on the offensive line. Their defensive line team they're very, very strong up front. And, offensively, they can wear you out. They have probably the best running back over the last 5 or so years in the league in Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that just seems to get better as the game goes on because people do not like to tackle him.
Man.
So, we knew we were in store. Well, we knew we were in store for a tough game. We knew we were in store for a fist fight. And, it certainly helps when, Jalen Hurts and the receiving crew play the way they did.
Yeah.
It felt like they were almost unstoppable in the passing game.
Yeah. Well, you had 2 receivers go over 100 yards. Altogether, 3 touchdowns in the air for Jalen Hurts. A.J. Brown went for 119. Devontae Smith, skinny Batman, out there getting 5 receptions for 102 and a tutty. You guys were flawless offensively, man. I'm not even sure. Did Jalen even play the fourth quarter?
Not flawless. We had maybe a record-setting day with penalties up front.
You guys scored 35 points and had a record day setting penalties?
Dude, I'm not kidding you. I think it's the
pretty damn good.
It's the only game I can remember that every player up front and the tight end were all penalized for something, whether it's a false start, a holding.
Really,
bro? It was a bad day, and Coach Sirianni, Nick, he was pissed off on the sideline. It's something that we definitely are going to have to address because you can't get away with that, especially in closer games.
Yeah. It's
going to cost us, so we're going to have to fix that. But obviously really, really happy with the performance offensively especially in the passing game. I mean, last week ran the ball for 365 yards. This week we throw the ball for almost 400 yards.
Yeah.
It really shows you the versatility of Jalen Hurts, shows you, how dynamic he can be in a lot of different ways and, shows the creativity of our offensive coaches.
I was about to say, yeah, it's Sirianni, man.
Well, not just Sirianni, but Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator, obviously Jeff Stoutland, the run game coordinator, offensive line coach. I think that all of these guys do a phenomenal job of putting the plays together each week. Shane calls up and dials them up pretty well. So I think, it's good to know that you can do all of these things because you never know what's going to be available on the game day, right? We all game plan each and every week for everything going to be successful. But once you get out there, okay, what's working, what's hitting, and
what are they trying to stop? How are we
exactly
able to best, attack that? Yeah, without a doubt.
So, it's been the last 2 weeks offensively have been fun to be a part of. Hopefully, we can keep it rolling.
Well, I know
the rest of the season.
I know one guy who had an absolute blast, and it was A.J. Brown, baby. We talked about last week, it was his revenge game going against his old team, the team that traded him away during contract talks. I believe it was contract talks, but either way, traded him for a draft pick or 2, and came out and had 8 receptions for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns on his old ball team. Yeah,
I mean, I was really happy for A.J. One, to just have a good game. But, I think, this game obviously meant more to him. We've talked about before, we've only been with one team, so we don't know a lot of the emotion that goes into guys playing their former teams. But it seemed like there was something in the air with this one. And I think Coach Sirianni and the Eagles coaches certainly did their best to not make it a distraction or an overarching theme. Yeah. But I think everybody was excited for AJ to have a good game and to make some plays. Obviously, their defense is really good, but if there's one area they had struggled in, it was in the passing attack. And so going in, I think everybody, without saying it, was like, okay, let's see what AJ's about to do. And, man, he did not disappoint. He is so hard to stop from an athleticism standpoint, from a physicality standpoint.
He literally chucked a guy on one of his touchdowns. Dude, it was crazy. Yeah. I don't know how you could do that. I've actually done that before and gotten flagged for it. But it's impressive that, he can still run through mid-route and be able to track a ball,
He caught a ball literally around the defensive back on one of them. He just was
silly.
So, I mean,
silly.
he was certainly fired up, and to have that kind of game against your former team is huge. And, I still remember when we traded for him. I mean, that happened live on
shout out to Adam Lefkoe, baby.
Yeah, I'm over here doing a draft segment with Adam Lefkoe. I think I'm all prepared. I got everything dialed up on all these offensive linemen, defensive linemen. Yeah.
What?
And all of a sudden it comes – yeah.
Did we just get –
And I'm like, dude, did that really just happen? I think I'm kind of being like – because Lefkoe had already punked me before at an event of yours. I'm like, is Lefkoe double punking me? Is he punking me again? And
not about the Eagles.
Yeah.
We don't play about the Eagles.
So I'm over here kind of tempering my reaction live because I'm like, listen, we just got like a game-changing player in the NFL. But I also know that, there's a whole other team and receivers and all these other guys are going to be affected. So I'm like, am I supposed to be really excited? Am I supposed to be? And I'm like, screw it. Hell yeah, baby. Let's do this. We're all in.
Weapons in the National Football League. Hell yeah, you can be excited.
So, and it hasn't disappointed. He's been an incredible addition to our team, not just as a player, but he's just a great dude, a great person. Everybody likes him in the rooms.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's where you really win in a situation like that, man. A guy comes in and he's not a head case. He's not a distraction. He's not anything more than just a good teammate and a great ball player, man. That's when it works out the best, man.
Yeah. And, the Eagles are always cognizant of that. It feels like we always I don't know. I feel like we've always had a good locker room. I can't remember too many guys that have been issues or created that type of drama and whatnot in our building. And that's a credit to, Howie and all the scouts and the coaches who vouch for these guys. But
and the leaders that they choose to keep around 100%. Yeah. I know you're being humble about that, but I do think that everybody has the respect out of you to, kind of fall in line when it comes to stuff like that, and follow the same thing with a defensive lineman coming in under Fletcher and B. Graham. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing. You kind of have that mentality already set in stone. It's a culture now.
Yeah, we've had good players and good people and a great culture for a long time, and that's something that we came into. Me, BG, and Fletch, all with the Eagles before that. You guys like Brent Selleck, Todd Harriman's, Brian Dawkins. I mean, there's so many great personalities that have been mainstays in the Eagles organization, and that's one thing I think they do really well. But yeah, certainly A.J. Brown is. It's been a pretty awesome addition for us, and had an unbelievable game this past week.
Such a good game. The Titans GM ironically got asked to leave.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll say about it. Eagles defense.
Yeah.
Eagles defense. I'll tell you what, man. We were just talking about that D-line. I think it's 6 guys recorded a sack.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry held to 11 carries for 30 yards. I mean, once you get up on a team like that, it's hard to get their mojo going, because they do so much in terms of the run game and then the counter off of the run game that if you get up on them and you force them to pass, you can put them in a tough situation. But the D-line absolutely feasted.
One of the things that has turned into a phrase for our defense, I don't know who came up with it, but I love it, and it seems like they've gravitated towards it, is you have to earn the right to rush the passer. In other words, you got to be successful on first and second down to get them in a situation where you can feast on the rushing the passer, right?
Touché.
They are really hanging their hat on being successful against the run, and they know if they can get into situations where a team is forced to throw the ball, that with the horses they got on up front, and the DBs they have in the back to be able to make the quarterback hold it just an extra second. The last 2 weeks have been something special to watch from our pass rush. All the games, all the straight up rushes, all the guys on the inside, the edge rushers that we have. It is a complete group. And, I certainly, speaking from an offensive lineman's perspective, I would not want to be blocking these guys in situations where they know we're throwing the ball. That's going to be tough sledding.
No, I hear you on that. Sue tweeted post-game, it just gets better and better. Feels like I made the right choice. Which then makes me question who was the other choice.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
That's what makes me question. I'm sitting over here like, God damn, Were we?
Time out. So there were choices.
There was a choices.
There were choices.
Were there two?
Who knows?
Was Kansas City one of them?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. The defense has only allowed one touchdown in the second half over the last 6 games. Yeah. Kind of just goes right into what you were saying, man. These guys are taking every single down serious, not giving up a single thought. And then on top of that, making adjustments. That's all the second half stats are, just adjustments. How are we adjusting to what this other side of the ball is doing? Yep. And how are we executing that?
Yeah, I mean that's right there. And I mean, we've been up too. I think we've put opposing offenses in situations where it's stressful to execute, and the defense has made great adjustments. And they got great players. I mean, let's not fool ourselves. If you look across the board on the players that we have on defense, there ain't a lot of weaknesses.
It's pretty good.
There's some really good players on that side of the ball, guys that have played at a very high level in the league for a long time. Combine that with great coaches, usually adds up.
I hear you on that. And then you add those 2 rookies that you guys got, them Georgia boys.
N'Kobe finally getting some
and Jordan
extended
Davis.
playing time, Got JD coming back from injury.
You guys look at this win as, man, that was a win you can really hang your hat on, or is it one of the better wins of the season? Like, did you guys feel comfortable and confident going into it? Or, I mean, because that's a team that, if there's anything they could say about the defense is the run game. And if that's just what's been in the past, And then if there's something, to say about your offense is limiting those possessions. They have the makeup to be able to do both of those things.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't think, obviously we still got games left. We're not at the end of the season yet, so we're not where we want to be. But certainly happy with the performance. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at, if I'm being, objective about our team, or like trying to like pinpoint what's a way that a team would beat us, it would be on offense, run the football, take up time of possession, and limit the amount of opportunities that our offense gets. We have a lot of playmakers on offense. We can put up a lot of points, but in order to do that, you have to have the ball. Yeah. And defensively, there are games where we've struggled a little bit to stop the run, but recently that has not been the case. And I don't know if that's additions, adjustments, what's going on, but they have been very stifling against what has been one of the best rushing attacks this past week against the Titans. Yeah. Over a number of years now. So it's a big win for us. It really is. Obviously we got to sustain it. We got another tough task coming this week with the New York Giants. But yeah, if we can stop the run and we can play defense like that, that bodes well for sure.
Well, we know about the game, and it was hats off to the Eagles, but the Eagles' performance was not the one that went viral, my friend.
Well, it went viral.
Most important. No, it wasn't. What really went viral was Jason Kelce's dress up on game day.
Well, game day fit. It's not dressing up. It's like dressing up.
He dressed up, dude. You acted like it was Halloween in December. What do you mean? No, he dressed up as a character.
No, I wore an outfit. I wore a game day outfit.
That was an outfit. That was somebody else's outfit. You dressed up as somebody. You didn't. You didn't outfit as somebody. You dressed up as somebody.
Yeah, but when I was alluding to the dress up, I'm talking about the guys that dress up. Like you wear stuff that like you normally wouldn't wear because it's like like
it's Halloween,
a black tie event. Well, I mean, but dress up, I don't know. I think it's different. I think it's different.
So you dressed down?
I dressed as.
Tell the world who you dressed as for those that don't know.
So I dressed as
and how it came about.
I dressed as Doug, Drew Barrymore's brother, in the movie 50 First Dates. One of
take out the glutes.
Protein shakes. I always loved that movie. My wife and I love that movie. Adam Sandler never.
He's the best,
leaves
man.
You. Yeah, always a great movie with him.
Always entertaining
on the screen. But there was a tweet that somebody tweeted out about what I was wearing during the Mahomes interview, and it was like, "You kind of remind me of this guy." And then I tweeted back if anybody can find me that shirt, I will buy it immediately. To which case, a bunch of people showed me where I can get those. Yeah. Apparently those shirts are really easy to come by. And I was like, okay, I'm going to regret this. But yeah,
where'd the shorts come from?
I had those shorts. Just sitting in those kind of Saved by the Bell,
shorts,
80s
shorts
style.
And belt. Shorts and belt were just in the closet.
Well, I went to the weight room to get the belt. Got the belt from the weight room, had the shorts in the closet, rocked the Pat Mahomes Oakleys that I had bought after doing the interview with him.
Yes, sir.
And so, yeah.
Those look sharp.
They were great.
Honestly, you walked in with such confidence, nobody can say shit about any of it.
It
Pat
was a good time.
McAfee said, one of the coolest dudes on earth. Said that boy set the tempo, set the tone for game day. For just about everybody. You guys had the early game, so I even saw that. I was like, oh, all right. That boy coming ready to go today.
You got to have fun with it. So
you always got to have fun with it, especially when you dress up.
Dress as.
When you do stuff like that, obviously it can either be a distraction or it can, keep everything loose and you can show your personality. Coach Reed is on record saying it all the time. He'd rather a guy show his personality than to hold back and be more tense or tightened up. So did anybody, look at you sideways when you did it, or was it all just fun and games? And
it seemed like everybody liked it. Apparently Nick Sirianni was texting everybody a picture of it on the coaching staff before the game. So I think guys thought it was funny, which is what I was going for.
Big Adam Sandler fan too. All right.
Yeah. So I think, you never know. Well, you do know. I think there's times where when it's
appropriate,
acceptable to be kind of funny, goofing around. And I know pregame would seem like not that type of situation, right?
I've been playing that freaking right here my whole life, just playing that border, man.
You can't be too serious, man. You got to remember, at the end of the day, we're all out here playing a game. We're having fun. You got to be serious when you're on the field. No question about that. But, hey, man, opening up and being yourself around your teammates, I think that helps teams come together. I think that helps people come together. There's a lot of people that I'm sure appreciate it. So I sure did. I'm glad Sean Astin appreciated it.
There we go.
He's been a long-time role model ever since watching Rudy. I was a walk-on linebacker, so the movie Rudy was like, your
life.
It felt like it, and I'm not going to lie, I've cried. It's a great movie.
There's no way you were anywhere near Rudy's. Rudy was, I'm not even going to get into it.
You're talking about like an undersized,
yes.
Like what? Like
not, you look at Rudy, no offense to Sean, but you look at Rudy, he's not
actually
a prototypical football player. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You look at Sean, you know what I mean? And then you look at you and it's like, no, that's not comparable.
Well, either way, still was a walk-on. Nobody thought he could do it. And so I don't know. The movie Rudy has always struck a chord with me. So to get
you heard it here, boys. All the walk-ons out here. All that is just a title, baby. You can change that in a heartbeat, and you can be one of the best that ever did it.
All righty, Trav, you ready for this?
Don't build it up.
All right,
let's just go.
I'm sorry. Chiefs lose to the Bengals.
Yeah,
24-27. We got to talk about it.
Of course we do.
Yeah,
hats off to the Bengals.
Yeah,
they got me.
Yeah, you guys are 0-3 against the Bengals, all time versus Joe Burrow. Matter of fact, you're 0-3. You told me this. I didn't even know this. You guys are 0-3.
2022.
In 2022, you guys played them early last year, then the playoff game, and now this year. How you guys feeling? What's the mood of the team? Obviously, close game, came down to the wire. Just couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, I handed him one, man. I handed him one. As much as I've, talked about being accountable and at my best when the team needs me to be at my best in critical moments, I wasn't. And it's unfortunate, man. The shit stings. I ain't had much energy since. I've been trying to, get the juices going and get excited about, the Denver Broncos this week. But that shit stings, man. And it's the way I wasn't accountable for my guys. Knowing how big of a moment that was and having ball security is the utmost, number one thing that needs to be on your mind when you have the ball in your hand in a moment like that. I got caught down by my hip trying to break through a tackle, and he got a good grasp on it early and saw me fighting for it. And sure enough, that thing popped out, and I let the dreams, goals, and aspirations of the entire team out as well when that happened. So it was just not being accountable and digging ourselves a hole that we didn't even need to dig.
Well, let's not jump off the bridge just yet. I think that obviously there are more plays in the game than just that play. I know you're hard on yourself. Obviously, that was a big play in the game. It's obvious. Yeah. But, what else have the Bengals done to kind of slow you guys down offensively? What has been their, answer for the Chiefs? How have they been able to do this? Because, like we said, it's 3 straight games. What has really led to
play mistake-free football, not turn the ball over? I think when you get down to it, penalties, mistakes that we made, and then on top of that, got to beat drop 8 coverage, man. Even when they're dropping 8, we got to find a way to get open in voids and get open for Pat, and then on top of that, protect him back there.
Yeah.
So it's just there's it's all fixable stuff. I mean, if I hold on to that ball, we go down there, score at least whatever. If we get a field goal, we get a touchdown, we're still up. And it's just it's one of those you got to eat and you got to learn from it. And you got to make sure that you're accountable the next time. And that's just the bottom line, man.
Well, we keep touching on the fumble, obviously. What goes through your mind after that fumble in the middle of the game? Because it wasn't the end of the game. You guys still had other opportunities left.
100%, and that's the energy you got to refocus and put it towards. Obviously, I'm thinking every time I touch the ball now, hold on to that fucking thing with your life. Not that I wasn't before. Yeah. I naturally think that I have good ball security, and that I practice that all the time. When I'm in tight quarters. But at the same time, it's once it happens, it's kind of a situation where even though they scored. They're only up 3, and we got an opportunity to go up 4 if we execute. We had plenty of time to drive the ball down the field. We got into striking range and kind of stalled out. Pat, got some pressure. It was just guys weren't getting open, and Pat got pressure. It is what it is, and we got to find ways to execute in those big time moments. And at the end of the day, come away with points. Come away with something. Don't just let them get the ball back on the 40-yard line with an opportunity to close the game out. And,
You talked about, there's drills and stuff that you do with ball security. When you have something like that happen, are you, like, this week going to be doing more drills? Or is it kind of just like, that's a one-time deal and you're just going to keep doing what you do and just now focus on it more?
I mean – naturally, after you fumble, you already have that, like I said, that mentality of squeeze the living shit out of the ball from here on out. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on it. The more I focus on that, the less I become the player that I am, where I can think free and play free. But it's obviously lost us a game in my mind, so I gotta do something to fix that. So
well, I think, and you hit the nail on that. I mean, listen, feels terrible when it happens, but yeah. You can't let that take away from the dog you've been, and you're going to continue to be. Hey, only not to make – I'm not making excuses for you. I'm not bringing the excuse train into the station for you, but, you've only had 4 fumbles in the last 4 seasons. Those are pretty low stats. Obviously, you want it to be 0, and that was an incredibly important part of the game. But
at this point, I'm just itching at the bit to get out and get back out there and, prove that I am who I know I can be.
Yeah.
And that's all you can really do about it.
All right. Air Mahomes. Let's talk about the unbelievable play in
this guy, man.
In the red zone. Looking for something to happen. Third down. Doesn't see anything open. Kind of sees a little seam in the middle.
Sees it a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that open, though.
It's not there, but committed to it. And
commits to it. Boy, does he.
I'm telling you. I'm standing in the end zone watching this whole thing unfold, and you just see, I see everyone closing. I'm like, well, I know Pat, he has some weight to him. He could truck him.
You thought he was going to truck him.
I think sometimes he lowers his shoulder depending on who it is, but I think he saw the two guys that were coming. I think he saw the two guys who were coming at him and decided that going up top was the best decision, man.
Jumped. Did you know he could get up like that?
Yeah, Pat's an athletic guy.
Yeah,
I've seen him get up. He's still banging out. You know what I'm saying? He's still dunking it. He's good. He's not that old yet. Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he he's got
baby bunnies.
When he jumped and you saw him reach, what is your first thought?
When you reach, that thing's got to go across, because if it doesn't,
it's coming out.
It's definitely coming out.
Yeah.
That is, but
it's an all or nothing play.
Listen, the great ones figure it out, putting his body on the line. You could tell he wanted it, man. He wanted it more than most, and that's another reason, man. A lot of the guys went into that game with a little bit more, and that's why it's just that one sucked. But shout out to Pat Mahomes for showing his love for the game and his love for his teammates by putting his body on the line and finding a way to get in the end zone right there, man.
I know you guys, obviously you in particular, are not feeling too great after this one, but I got a feeling this is not the last time you're going to see these guys this year. So
I wouldn't be upset at it.
Yeah,
I know that.
Well, maybe we should leave the goal line dunking to you. You went on Stephen A. Smith's show.
I've had a few goal line dunks.
Yeah, well, you went on Stephen A. Smith's show, and you said, "Give me a 10-day contract, baby."
Time out, man. Hold on.
I'll show my worth real quick.
You're not about to just come on here and say that I went on ESPN and just was like, man, what? These guys out here, I could do what they're doing.
You went on ESPN and said that you could play in the NBA. That's exactly what just happened.
They said after this season, I forget how Stephen A. asked the question, but of course I'm not going to back down. If somebody asked me if I would get an opportunity at the MLB, I'd say, yeah, I'd find a way to get in the lineup.
There's no chance. What are you talking about? Michael Jordan couldn't play in the Major League Baseball.
It's because he was real lanky. I'm more compact. It's a different athlete.
Travis, you are a lanky. I would for sure describe you as lanky.
Swing that bat, ball. Swing that bat.
Well, you definitely said you could play in the NBA, but let's ask this. So I'll
say this. I think I could find a role on an NBA team. I'm not saying that I'm better than any NBA player. I'm saying that there's a role for me on the team if I am on the team. I could find a way to be productive while I'm out there on the court, for sure.
We always hear, LeBron would be like unstoppable in the NFL.
Yeah.
Some of the
way more suited for an NBA guy to be an NFLer than an NFLer to be an NBA
that's
guy.
What I'm about to ask. So we know that NBA guys could definitely play in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Is the reverse? Do you think there's NFL players that could play in the NBA?
Outside of the guys that made the transition from basketball, because there's guys that make that transition all the time.
And I'm talking about, guys that have played basketball for all that.
Yeah, I would say Jimmy Graham could have definitely played in the NBA. I see. No.
He would have played in the NBA. This is my argument.
There's guys that rebound, that just come in for rebound and
but all of those guys were better
block shots.
All of those guys were better NBA players and better basketball players.
See, but that's the thing.
They earned the right to be a rebounder and a role player on an NBA team by still being great basketball players before that. I'm not going to disagree that there are NFL players that could play a role on an NBA team. I just don't think any of them are good enough to play in the NBA. Otherwise, they'd be playing in the NBA. It's that simple. Every NFL player would rather play in the NBA.
But at the same time, would you rather be an end-of-the-bench guy in the NBA or be a star tight end in the National Football League?
I'd rather be an end-of-the-bench guy in the NBA. What are you talking about? That sounds like a great gig. I'm going to come on, play barely any minutes, just play a little bit of defense, rebound. I don't even have to shoot.
Yeah, give me a 10-day. Let me see what I got.
That sounds like a great gig. Listen,
I'd have to drop 30 pounds.
So the first time I ever sat courtside for an NBA game was when I realized that there is not a chance any NFL player can play with these dudes. It was unbelievable.
Tell them who you watched.
So I'm at my brother used to have tickets for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So you're not. He doesn't have another brother, ladies and gentlemen. He's talking about me.
Yeah. Okay. So Travis used to have tickets courtside to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and early in my career, I went down there and I sat courtside, watched LeBron. I think they were playing
LeBron James.
Well,
you saw LeBron James.
I think Kyrie was still on the team.
Another
like,
one.
There were some beasts. There were some beasts on there.
Freaks, just unbelievable athletes. Athletes, you see them play and you see them move, and you're like,
But it wasn't just them.
Regular.
It wasn't just them, Travis. It was the whole thing. I'm sitting there, and I think when you're on the same level of these guys,
you got impressed by Zrunas Ilgauskas.
When you're on the same level as these guys, it is a whole nother world. You really get a grasp for how tall they are, and how not just that, how tall, how fast, but how coordinated they are. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy. The amount of body control, footwork, hand-eye coordination, the athleticism level of NBA talent. I mean, it's not even close.
Yeah.
To like, and maybe it's because I play offensive line and I'm around a bunch of fat guys all day and it's way different. But I have not seen that caliber athlete in an NFL uniform yet. Just saying. AJ Brown's a freak. I saw LeBron James do a spin move and a dunk, and it happened.
You
it
gotta
happened
see
so
guys
fast.
like you got to
So
see guys
fast.
like Devontae Adams play basketball. You got to see guys like AJ Green play basketball. I mean, you'll
I'm not buying
you'll
none
see
of this.
very similar.
I'm not
All
buying none of this.
I guarantee you, Devontae Adams could hold his own on an NBA court.
You're out of your mind. He'd be playing in the
I'm not
NBA.
out
He
of
wouldn't
my
be playing receiver. This is how you know they wouldn't be playing in the NFL. It's just a fact,
different, man. Some people just don't like the sport. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't play basketball. It's because you didn't like it.
Yeah, but
you didn't have the skill set.
Well, yeah, and I like hitting people. That's what I'm good at.
Well, there
I don't.
You go.
Yeah, and they called fouls in the NBA saw. But anyways, listen.
Why can't Devontae Adams have that kind of mentality? Like, I just love football more.
Because he's a receiver and he's not getting there's no chance. I'm not buying any of this. I'm not buying any of this for a single second. There is no chance any NFL player.
You're trying to tell me that Tyreek Hill can't go out on the NBA court?
No.
What?
I mean, no.
What?
No. 0% chance.
Zero?
He'd be playing in the NBA if he could. I don't think you understand this. They're making way more money. They're not bashing their heads in for a living. There's not even a question of this.
I think
athletically, does he have it? Yeah. There's guys in the league that are athletically gifted enough to do it, but they're just not as good. Otherwise, they would be doing it.
I don't know. I think each situation is different, and you could say that a guy just doesn't love the game like he loves football.
No, I'm not buying it. I love football. If I could go out there and be an eighth man on the basketball player coming off the bench, I would take that gig in a second.
I don't know. I don't think that's real. I don't think that's true, man. I don't think you could do it. You just
would I rather be an eighth
4
man off the bench making the exact same amount of money I'm making playing center in the NFL? Come on, Travis.
Nope. I don't think you're doing it.
You're crazy.
I don't think you're doing it.
I'm doing it in a second.
It's the same.
Sixers, if you guys need any bruisers out there. Sixers, if you guys need some bruisers out there. I don't know how many
reason. Go ahead.
I don't know if there's a big market for a 6'3" bruiser down in the paint in the NBA, but I'm your guy.
Listen, for Jason Kelce in Philadelphia, they'll probably go the extra mile just for you, man. I don't know. It's the same reason, but your argument's the same reason why you didn't go to Colgate. You could have went to Colgate, been in the band, played lacrosse, and had a half scholarship, but instead you walked on to Cincinnati because you love football more.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is something that's crazy. I do think.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, how wild is that story? Jason almost went to Colgate.
Well, I don't know if it was. I almost played football at Colgate too.
That's what it was.
But it was going to be hard to get into Colgate grade wise. I think they were making it happen, and it could have happened. But I saw Rudy. I saw the movie Rudy and realized it can be done, and then I'm going to go walk on in a D1 program. No, I mean, obviously there's more of a future going to a Division I school playing football, and I just really wanted to compete with the best people in the world, at football, and I thought I was good enough to. So I went and did that. I would have had a blast going and playing lacrosse at Colgate and going and playing football at Colgate. It would have been an unbelievable time, but not as fun as I'm having right now.
All right now.
Before we get to the rest of the show, we're going to shout out one of our sponsors right now, Athletic Greens.
Ooh.
Not going to lie, this is one that I had not taken until they sent us free samples to try out, but it's one that I take every day now, and I feel like it's making a difference.
How are you feeling? Like, what's the difference in how you're feeling? Are you just a green juice guy? It makes you feel like you're getting all your vitamins.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, the color does help. It's not juice though. It's a bunch of chopped up pieces of greens. I think that's why it's called Athletic Greens. Okay. Got some probiotics in there. It's got all your nutrients. I feel good. I feel like it's making me feel better throughout the day. I have good energy. I feel like my skin and hair look better, which,
all right now,
let me tell you, doesn't always look the case. I feel like for a multivitamin, usually it's like a pill, and it feels like it's this like very processed thing. Athletic Greens being a powder of just basically chopped up pieces of things that you would eat, for some reason makes it feel like it's healthier and better for my system.
Nice. I was just going to ask you, is it easy to keep up with?
It is. It's super easy. You just take a scoop a day in the morning before you've had breakfast. I usually do it when I'm on my way out the door. If you guys listening are interested in for something simple to start your day off, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase.
And all you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/new heights. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/new heights to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
It's green. It's got to be good.
Got to be. Well, let's move on to players' insights and stories throughout the NFL, baby.
All righty. Well, this just happened. Breaking news, even though this is going to air tomorrow, but this is breaking news for us. We're just finding this out. Adam Schefter, former number one overall pick, Baker Mayfield, has been claimed by... Who do you think? Don't read it. Don't read it.
I already read it.
You already read
That's
it?
crazy.
Yeah, I thought there was a chance he might be going to the 49ers. He's claimed
I thought this all was going down so that he could go to the 49ers.
That's what everybody was kind of alluding to.
Not Sean McVay.
Has been claimed by the Los Angeles Rams. Mayfield is expected to fly to L.A. by tonight and could play this Thursday. Wow.
Dude.
Dude. We've talked about this on the pod before.
This is crazy.
Guys going and playing immediately for other teams, not you're going to go play running back? Yeah, you can get that done. You're going to play D-line? Yeah, you can do that. He's going to go play quarterback on a short week.
I mean, yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Well, I am going to be tuned in if he's playing. There is no question about it. I cannot wait to watch this.
No question.
Yeah. I thought he for sure was going to the 49ers, but obviously they're pretty happy with Purdy's play.
This is in division. Did McVay do this to just because he has to clear waivers?
It?
Did he block it so they would have to play the rookie? A little chess? Is he playing chess? They're out of it.
They're out of it, right? They're not worried about this year at this point. I mean,
they just put Stafford on IR, so they needed a quarterback.
Yeah,
they needed to add a quarterback to the roster.
Yeah, and maybe they can. Baker Mayfield's been really good in this league. He struggled this year.
He's been in this offense.
Maybe they'll take a stab on it. Maybe they find a diamond in the rough for their offense. And I don't think that this is for this year, though. I don't think they're like trying to block the 49ers from making a run this year because I think they're out of it already. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Who knows? McVay and Shanahan, they were on the same coaching staff. Over in Washington.
They were.
So
I played against both of them a lot.
There's that rival. There's a little bit of...
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking they just need a quarterback, and Baker Mayfield is a pretty rare opportunity, a guy with his caliber, experience, and success becomes available out of nowhere in the middle of a season when you're struggling offensively the way the Rams have been because of Stafford being out. So,
yeah.
I can't wait to watch it, though, and I hope he plays in 2 days. I still can't believe that. That's nuts.
I hope he balls, man.
If anybody can do it, let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
This is a great blending of personalities, too. Baker and Sean McVay.
Let's go, man.
Dude, that's a lot of personality right there.
I
can't wait to watch this.
It's going to be fun,
Alrighty.
without a doubt. Reactions to Andrew Luck.
Another quarterback.
Finally speaking on retirement. An NFL feature by Seth Wickersham. Retired because he says that playing in the NFL is not the healthiest way to live. And
I'm just a little surprised he didn't know that before he started.
you made the comment earlier, man. It's the fortune of playing quarterback, man.
Yeah.
You don't realize what real football is until you start getting fucking rocked.
When you play quarterback, you're like, man, this isn't a bad gig, and then you realize it takes you how many years in the NFL to realize this isn't the healthiest way to live.
I moved to quarterback and I've had 10 I moved from quarterback and I have 10 surgeries since I moved from quarterback.
Yeah.
The difference in the toll on the body is way different and way more extreme. But at the same time, once you get to the National Football League, you got grown men hitting you, you got grown men tossing you around. You're going to catch that wave regardless of the other position that you play.
Well, listen, man, this article is awesome. I highly recommend it. They got a podcast version of it as well, which I was listening to and I'm almost fully done with. Andrew's a highly cerebral individual.
Yeah.
He's
highly respected, man.
Yeah, highly respected. Was an unbelievable player in college and in the NFL before he started getting hurt, especially. And I think that, this is an awesome opportunity to get a look into what goes into playing in the NFL, especially from a mental standpoint. It's things that are, I think, a lot of the times not talked about. The whole mental health wave that's gone over the country. All of a sudden, it's acceptable to talk about these things. It's acceptable to talk about, things that bring anxiety. It's acceptable to talk about things that, like,
bring
superstar players potentially struggle with. Right? For years, you were told if you talk about this, you're weak. You're told if you bring it up, it's not acceptable. And now it is, and we're seeing some unbelievably.
It was almost looked at as an excuse.
Yeah,
like you're making excuses for things.
Yeah, and we've seen it with a number of my teammates, and most recently with Lane Johnson last year. We're seeing, semblance of that in this article from Andrew Luck. Yeah. And man, there's some incredibly inspirational, great things to take away from these conversations. Obviously, it led to Andrew retiring during the last preseason game of his last year, like right before a season. I mean, you want to talk about a tough position to put a team in, but I think he goes over it unbelievably. And I mean, it is hard to navigate these things, especially when you're struggling. Yeah. And I got a lot of respect for him being open and candid about it. I thought Seth did an unbelievable job with the story and getting it by being a skier.
I mean, we all were extremely curious on what exactly went down. It caught us all by surprise, and I think what this does is just kind of open up to us what exactly Luck was going through in those moments, mentally, physically, and it gives you a broader spectrum on exactly what's going on throughout the NFL on a weekly and yearly basis.
He talks about trying to overcome his labrum surgery, his labrum injury. I mean,
I've had 3, and I can't even throw a ball. I can't even play catch like that right now.
And all of them are different,
so
right?
Yeah.
No knee surgery is the same. Even if it's an ACL injury, you have no idea what that other person's going through to try and get back on the field. Yeah. And there are things about this game that are depressing and hard to get over. Injuries are hard to deal with. It's the hardest part about this game probably to overcome. You got to, especially when it's a year ender or a career or a season ender, a major catastrophic injury that's going to take you time to work your way back. And even when you get back, you're not guaranteed that it's ever going to be the same. No. And, there was a great quote. I can't remember what book I read it in, but when you're trying to figure out what you should do for a career, you got to figure out what are the things you don't like about that career and whether you can handle that. Right? Everybody wants to be a professional singer. Everybody wants to be in a rock band. Right? How many people want to tour for months on end playing the same song over
every other
night and practicing relentlessly over and over? There are things that
sounds draining.
being there on at the show in front of thousands of people, everybody wants to do that.
Let's do that.
Everybody wants to be that guy.
Sign me up.
Are you willing to do the other stuff, the stuff that's not fun, for everyone? And he wasn't ready to do it anymore. He wasn't. He didn't want to go through any of the pain anymore. He didn't want to go through the grind. He wasn't happy with the person that he was becoming by having to do all that in front of his wife and children and family.
Yeah.
All of these things factor into your mental well-being.
Yeah.
Your happiness. And if you're not happy, if you don't want to do it, you're not doing a service to anybody by trying to go do it.
It was selfishly an unselfish decision.
Yeah.
If you're not all in, man, I get it, dog.
It's not going to be
it's
good.
not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And it doesn't have to be for everybody. But obviously
it was for him for a long time.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't. And when it wasn't, it became evident. He had great support systems in his life to make it, courageous enough to pull the trigger. I know it hurt that Colts team in the eyes of a lot of people, but who knows, man? If he was at that point mentally, like you just said, it's going to be, who knows what would have happened if you would even tried to play that last year. But, I think in hindsight, it sounds like you made a great decision for him and for his family. And
in all respects to you, Andrew, for coming out with this, man.
Yeah.
I know that shit isn't easy, man. Being able to talk about stuff like this.
For sure. I think as I get closer to retirement, this also his especially home with me, because these are things that I struggle with every offseason. Are you willing to do it? Is it still worth it? Is it and for some reason, I'm still in the mindset that it has been. This year has been unbelievably a highlight so far, and I hope it continues to be one. But these are questions. These are things that all guys contemplate. And I thought it was awesome to hear his thought process, what went into all of the decision-making he had to make. Just overall was really well written and well said. So.
Hats off, brother.
Back to his not healthiest way to live. Man, if you want to be the best at anything, it's going to be hard to do it in the healthiest way.
It's a price you got to pay, man.
No matter what you want to do,
law of the price tag.
Football obviously going to be incredibly draining physically, but whether it's football, whether it's the Tour de France, you think it's healthy to go bike that many miles over that time frame? No chance. That ain't healthy.
Being a boxer, the type of weightlifting,
even going to business, Elon Musk sleeps like 4 hours a night or something like that.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes investment. You have to be an extreme individual to be the best and to play at that level. And that's hard to sustain, and it's not healthy to sustain in a lot of ways. Some ways it is, some ways it isn't. But
you said it earlier, man. There ain't nobody out here at the top of what they're doing, sleeping 9 hours a day and getting all their meals in and getting all the, it just doesn't work like that. You got to take it. You got to do something different. You got to do something extra, and you got to put in you got to devote a lot of time and a lot of effort to whatever it is your passion is to be the best at it. To
be the best, you're going to be met with stress, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's, health. That's how it happens. You're going to be competing with everybody else. I'm happy he's happy. How about that?
I'm right there with you, brother.
All right, coaching. Couple of interesting interactions with coaches this past week on the sideline. Mike McDaniels tells Tua, "No, I fucked up."
Yeah. Gotta love when a head coach does it, man.
Mike McDaniels, I think, is maybe one of the most eccentric coaches I've seen in a while.
He's just that stand-up comedian that has like the dry humor and has like the same tone going through everything that just catches you off guard with like these. I love it. I love everything about these things that he's doing. It's cool. Punchlines.
He's a unique individual, but it's got to be real though. Like if you really fucked up, I think that's a great thing. Accountability is what you need, and when the coach himself does that and is comfortable enough saying that to his teammates, the teammates respect it because we know, right?
Yeah.
Like the players know, hey, that might not have been the best thing to do right there, coach. And if you don't accept accountability for that, man, Then all of a sudden the player's like, I mean, if the coach ain't accepting accountability, what am I, that ain't my fault that I just, did this or did that. And so that comes all comes from the top down. So I thought that was awesome. Kyle Shanahan, former head coach that Mike McDaniels was under, called out the 49ers D-line, Nick Bosa. Well, the D-line, Nick Bosa responded. After his third sack, came back and told Shanahan, "Don't talk shit about me anymore."
That's obviously got to be a playful relationship, right? You don't; those two aren't just you know what I mean. They don't hate each other. There's no animosity right there. That's obviously just a way they communicate. I've met Shanahan, thought the world of him. Met Bosa, thought the world of him. So I don't think these guys have bad reps or have the the anger to go at each other like that towards each other. I think it was just a coach calling out the D-line to step it up and Nick Bosa answering and letting them know, like, listen, don't put it on us no more, man.
Well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. It was after his third sack. He said, "Don't talk shit to me anymore. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm talking shit every game. What are you talking about?" God damn it, Nick, you suck. It's kind of like the water boy. Sack.
Gatorade.
Water. Don't say nothing about my mama. I think, I thought it was. I mean, listen, this is awesome. You love to see it when a coach challenges a group, challenges an individual, and then they step up and play better. Yeah. That's what you look for. That's the relationship you want. You don't want the relationship where the coach does that and then it goes the opposite way. It goes in the tank. That's how you know it's a good relationship. So I thought that was an outstanding interaction. I think that the best coaches are not the same way with every player, and they know which players they can get into, which players they need to love up. Like there are coaches that the best coaches are just emotionally intelligent and know how to handle players, and they interact with players based on what that player needs. That's your job as a head coach. How can I motivate players the best way possible? Well, not everybody is motivated by the same thing. Some players are motivated when you get in them and they play better. They play with anger. The frustration fuels them. Some players, when you do that, it's they lose their own self-confidence. So some players you need to build up. Some players you need to say, "Hey, man, you'll get it next time. You got this," right? Yeah. And it takes the best coaches know how each player is going to respond and what is the best thing for that guy. And so I think, there's probably a lot of people saying that like the coaching landscape has changed, that coaches are different. I think it's more that players are different. I think that players coming into the league are very different. So coaches are changing to better adapt to getting the most out of those players. Coaches are, if you're a good coach, your coaching style is based on the players that you have and based on the personnel at your disposal, coaches and players. Yeah. And I do think players are different. I think, obviously we're seeing more of
different day and age.
Yeah. It's just
notoriously football coaches have been known as the getting your ass fired, spark a fire in you to try and get you going. And that doesn't always work for everybody. No. Some guys, like you say, get almost rebel from actions like that, especially if you're singling them out in a situation. I know there's been times this year that Coach Reed has gotten on my ass to get me going. The last one I could think of was probably the Chargers game. I got doinked with the ball on third and short right in my freaking shoulder, and I didn't even have my head around, and I came off the ball, and Coach Reed's just looking at me like, "Hey, get your head out of your ass. Let's go. Get this thing going." And, as a leader, I take accountability. I answer that challenge. Mm-hmm. I know Coach Reed. I got all the trust that Coach Reed knows exactly what he's doing. And if he says that my leaders need to step up or this guy right here needs to play better, I'm going to answer that bell, man.
Yeah. I've never liked the term players coach. I've never liked the term, I don't even know what the other one is, like authoritative coach. I don't know. But I think that, every coach is a player's coach. That doesn't mean you need to be buddy. That doesn't mean you got to be the best friend of the player, right? That means it's your job as a coach to get the best out of that player. And that's every coach's job, right? Yeah. And it's a two-way street, don't get me wrong, but you're the coach. You're the one who sets the tone of that relationship. And different guys do it differently. And a lot of it comes down to your own personality. Bill Belichick, I would not say, is a buddy, it doesn't seem at least, right? But he knows how to get the most out of his guys. And he brings guys in that he wants, and he's phenomenal at it. There's a reason he's been the most successful tenured coach in the NFL, probably the best defensive coach of the modern era. There's a reason why he gets the best out of his players, right? Andy Reid the same way. I think that all of these guys have something to them that they know how to get each and every guy that they play with to play their best football, whether it's motivation, whether it's using them properly, all of these things factor in. But all of that is what a player's coach is. So to answer the question of are coaches changing? Coaches are changing because players are changing. Now we're going to go into the last coaching topic, which is that Peyton and Eli Manning have been announced that they will be the head coaches for the Pro Bowl this year. Peyton will coach the AFC, and Eli will obviously coach the NFC.
I'll tell you what, the NFL brothers are having one hell of an NFL season now. Across the board. Across the board.
Got to say, we obviously were fortunate enough to go on the Manning cast. Two outstanding coaches are going to be here for the Pro Bowl. I don't know.
What are they coaching? Is it the 7-on-7 game? Or
I guess it's the 7-on-7, and I don't know. I mean, we're still kind of waiting to see.
Is there even a 7-on-7 game?
So there's going to be I think it's 7-on-7 or flag. It's one of the two. There's definitely one of those.
I think that's the same thing.
It's pretty much the same thing. But I don't know if there's going to be other things involved that they're coaching, right? Like they've said there's going to be other activities and games, and I would assume they would coach all of it, right?
Right. That's what I would assume. Who knows?
It'll be
Who knows
interesting.
if there's much strategy in all the other games.
It'll be interesting. We'll
either they're going to be coaching or just there for moral support. Either way, though, both of them got the personality to make it fun, huh?
Do you think Peyton will be a coach in like the Tony Dungy mold, and Eli will be a coach in the Coughlin mold? I was about to say Caldwell, but Coughlin mold. I mean, Coughlin mold might not work best for 7-on-7 though. I think Peyton's got the edge if it's 7-on-7.
Peyton's going to start having his guys work on those signals, man. That'd be pretty crazy. They just came out just nothing but signals the whole time.
That might be a big problem though, because I guarantee you Eli knows those signals.
You think so?
Are you kidding me?
No way.
It's gonna be fun. That's all I know.
Listen,
we've talked about it before.
I'm
really happy that the NFL opted to go in a new route for this Pro Bowl.
I'm excited to see what ends up being, the outcome for sure.
I think fans are going to enjoy it more because people are going to be able to pour more into it. They're not going to be hesitant or playing soft. Like this 7-on-7 event is all of a sudden going to be legitimate, full speed. It's going to be going to be exciting for sure. So yeah, can't wait to watch these guys in their coaching debuts. All righty. Speaking of coaching, college football, our alma mater, Cincinnati has hired a head coach.
Let's go, Scott!
Scott Satterfield is the next head football coach of the University of Cincinnati. What do you think, Trev?
Much about him, man. Heard him talking. Has a nice little southern drawl to him.
Yep.
And that's about all I know. I know that he wasn't outstanding at Louisville in terms of record. He did win some ball games at Appalachian State the 5 years that he was there. But he takes over
big shoes to fill,
man.
Yeah, big shoes to fill.
Luke Fickell, man. That's the biggest thing that I thought Luke brought was that family atmosphere that we had when we were there. He had those guys playing for each other, playing hard, practicing hard. You watch those practices and you're like, man, these guys are getting after it. There's a certain level of intensity and
he brought toughness
and
back,
effort.
I thought.
Yeah,
they were. Cincinnati was a tough football team, and it was evident in every game they played for Luke Fickell. They're sure going to miss him. Went on to Wisconsin. Wish Coach Fickell nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best.
Hey, man, we're on to Coach Satterfield. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little upset given the fact that Jeff Saturday has entered coaching so easily and so quickly that I was uncalled. I think I deserved a call.
Jason, you're in the middle of a season.
I think I deserved a call. At
least
I don't know.
Hey, do you want to come back and
exactly just float it out there. Former centers being head coaches.
You would have did it?
I don't know. I probably would have said I can't make that decision right now, guys, but I appreciate the phone call.
You heard it, you see. Yeah,
hey, man.
That's funny. Well, if it comes up again, shout out to Scott. Hopefully he's there forever and he builds the program up even more than it's been built. But I'll tell you what, man, you see, you got a guy that's sitting right here waiting on it, man. Doggone.
Well, Coach Satterfield plays his former team. They play Louisville in the Fenway Bowl in a few weeks.
Yeah, in Boston. That's
He's
crazy.
really going to be on the other sideline to the team that he was just the head coach of. Quick
That's
turnaround.
pretty wild. That's
it
pretty
is.
wild. I don't know if has that ever happened for a team
not that I can remember.
He's like, I'm not going to say he's. I think he's going up. I think we're a better program than Louisville, but obviously I'm biased.
Well, yeah, Louisville's in the.
Usually you see a coach leave a program, it's because he's either going up or he gets fired and he's going. He's got to kind of start it or get it going again. I think this is like.
I'm not sure what's going on.
If you're
pretty lateral.
Same team in the bowl game, it's kind of.
Obviously Louisville right now is in a bigger conference in the ACC, but Cincinnati joins the Big 12 next year, so they'll be in a power conference as well.
Is it a better conference?
ACC, well, it's better than the American.
Yeah.
But Cincinnati, like we just said, is going to be in the Big 12 next year.
I don't even know who's good in the ACC this year. Clemson, isn't it? Who's the good team in the ACC?
I'm not going to lie. I have not watched a lot of college football this year.
I might argue that the AAC has more top 25 teams.
I'm not going to make that statement.
Me neither,
I have not
because
seen
I don't know what it looks like. I know North Carolina was solid. That's about it, though.
Well, either way, I'm interested to see how it works out. Super pumped up that we have a head coach now. And
we can get to work, man.
That's right.
Get to work.
Let's go UC.
Starts with Louisville in the Fenway Bowl, baby. Let's go UC. UC. Moving on to other coaching news in the college football world. There's a new coach at Colorado.
Prime
Coach
time.
Deion Sanders, baby.
Woo!
We were just talking about all the great things he was doing over at Jackson State with his two sons, and now they are all the Buffaloes.
Yeah.
Colorado Buffaloes talking to the team for the first time, said some interesting things, kind of just laid the law and told them, if you don't like what's going on, enter the transfer portal, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm certainly going to watch these games. I'm excited.
I'm locked in, man. I already followed Deion and everything that he does outside of the football world, but what he does, and like I said earlier, in terms of leading young men, I think this is an awesome. An awesome grab for Colorado. I think what he's going to do for that program is exactly what he did for Jackson State's program, and that's put it on a mantle and a pedestal of just pride and success, man.
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk about an unbelievable recruiter. This is a guy that was not only one of the best NFL players of all time, but did so with a style and a creative way that changed it as a player. And he's doing the same thing as a coach. We've talked about this already in this podcast. He is really kind of changing the coaching landscape of what a head coach does, says, how they are, and he's doing it his way. And that's what I respect so much about it. He's being authentically himself and coaching the way he wants to coach. And it's coming through to his players. It obviously worked at Jackson State, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it works at Colorado. Obviously, it's going to be a step up in the level of teams he's going to play every single year. But man, he's going to be a recruiting monster again. He's going to get great players in there. And I have a hard time thinking these guys are not going to play well. They're going to play hard. That's for dang sure. Yeah. So really interested to see what happens in the Pac-12 with prime time coming to be head coach of Colorado.
Prime time going west.
Coach prime time. All righty.
All right.
College playoff is set. Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and Ohio. Ohio State. The Ohio State. Sorry. Well,
it's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that TCU lost their Pac-12 tourney, or I'm sorry, their Big 12 tourney, and still got in.
Yeah, I mean they barely lost though. Lost by a quarterback sneak, some would say.
I don't know. That's why I think it should go to more teams, man. That's why they're expanding to 12 more teams. I think it was unfair for a team like Kansas State to win their conference the way they did over a team that was in the playoffs, and they don't get the chance to go. It's like they won it for no reason almost,
I guess. But listen, at what point is it going to stop? There's always going to be a team that is going to be on the fringe, and they're going to be like, expanding to 12 teams. Oh man, the such and such whatevers. They should have been in top of 12.
Make the conferences like divisions. If you win your conference, you're in.
I just think there's always going to be a level of unfairness, no matter how you do this stuff.
It's not fair.
Yeah, I deserve to be in that tournament. Whatever.
You're sick.
So, I do think expanding it to 12 teams is going to allow any team that's undefeated to get in, which you've seen in years past where there's been, smaller schools and stuff like that have done really well, but they just don't have the strength of schedule to warrant being a top 4 team. So there is going to be some better. And to be honest, as a spectator, I can't wait to watch this.
Awesome.
The college football series is one of the playoff football series is one of the few things I actually watch in college football anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't watch a lot of college football in general outside of my alma mater and when there's a good game going on. But a playoff going between 12 teams, that's going to be fun. I can't wait to participate in watching that. So,
yeah.
I know I'm excited to watch it.
Georgia-Michigan college football championship. That's what it's looking like unless Ohio State can find a way.
As an Ohio guy, I hope Ohio State and Michigan win just so I can see that game again. Are you kidding me?
I would love to see it.
That would be an awesome game to win.
It's hard to blow a team out twice. I know that. Yeah. Well, we'll see if Ohio State can get past Georgia without their number 2 receiver, man.
Yeah. All right.
Arguably their number 1.
All right, let's get it. Let's get to the New Heights stamp of the week, Trav.
New Heights stamp of the week, baby. This is where we shine light on anybody taking their game to new heights, specifically in the football world. But we don't keep this thing in just the football or just the NFL. So, Jason, you got somebody that took their game to new heights?
Heck yeah, man. I'm going Brock Purdy, baby. 49ers.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he played pretty good.
Pretty good.
Had a nice little completion percentage, 25 for 37, 210 yards with 2 touchdown passes. He kept the 49ers rolling. The 49ers have been playing really good as of late. Their defense has been phenomenal, and their offense is really starting to step it up.
My guy Jimmy G can't catch a break, man. I know this is about Brock.
I know
this is about Brock.
It's tough.
God damn, he can't catch
tough.
a freaking break, man.
Tough for Jimmy G, and but I'm really happy this kid went in there and played well. Took his game to new heights on a big stage against a great defense. Miami's defense is really freaking good.
Yeah,
they got a great defensive line. They got some awesome DBs. I mean, they're a pretty complete roster, and they got after him pretty good. So they didn't miss a beat. So shout out to you, Mr. Purdy.
Brock Purdy taking his game to new heights. I'm going with the man that got his old GM fired. I don't know if we've ever came across a single individual that has gotten a GM fired for trading him.
Well, we don't know if that's – let's not be – we don't know.
The irony is pretty wild, and whoever the Titans GM is that just got fired, I'm sorry I have to bring even more attention to this, but A.J. Brown just took his game to new heights, did something I've never heard of, and that's go so crazy on his old team that he got the GM fired that traded him.
Wow. We just took it there. All right, there we go. It's out there.
Shout out to Swole Batman taking his game to new heights, man. 8 receptions, 119, 2 TDs, a routine game.
Routine game for A.J. Brown.
Added 1 GM, gone.
Jesus. All right, let's look ahead. Let's go ahead.
I hope I don't get fired tomorrow.
Yeah, well, everyone's going to get fired eventually.
Ever. I hope I never get fired.
Yeah, well, you either get fired or you quit. Those are the only 2 options. All right, here we go. Look ahead to week 14.
We got Eagles at Giants.
Yeah, big game.
Start of a 3-game road trip, man. And it starts with a division rival that's been playing their tail off, man. You guys finally get to see him. Our guy Mike Kafka and the New York Football Giants are playing their tail off, man. Brian Daboll, Nick Sirianni both coached in Kansas City in 2012. I did not know that. But very cool to see, two coaches who have been on the same coaching staff go at it again. There's always a little bit more at stake when you're playing against guys that you're familiar with. And then the Giants coming off a 2020 tie with the only team you guys have lost to, the Washington Commanders. So hard not to say Commandos.
I know.
But, obviously they've been playing their tail off, been playing, tough football as everybody has in the NFC East this year. What are you guys thinking going into it?
Like you just said, man, it's a big game. The NFC East right now, there are a lot of good teams playing really good football right now.
Yeah.
And good defenses. The Giants' defense is no slouch. Wink Martindale, I'm familiar with him in his Baltimore Ravens days, has them playing fast and physical. He's going to bring blitzes from all over the place, and they have great players. The defensive line is star-studded. Dexter Lawrence is probably having his best season. They got players all over the field, and when you combine good coaches with good players, you got a good defense.
Yeah.
And then, Coach Daboll has them playing great on offense, along with Mike Kafka. This is a team that runs the ball really well with Saquon Barkley. And
Daniel Jones is playing some good ball.
Yeah, they're well-rounded. And, there's a reason why they've been successful this year. They're a really, really good football team. And we're going to have to go out there and play a really good game on the road to pull this one out.
You know it, man. If the playoffs started today, 3 out of the 4 NFC East teams would be in it. And that's saying a lot compared to where everybody was pointing at the position or at the division going.
Yeah,
into
who would have thought, man? NFC East, weakest division the last maybe 2 seasons. All of a sudden, strongest, maybe? I think so.
You get a few coaching changes, all of a sudden the cultures change a little bit, man.
Yeah. Well, it certainly made our life really hard. So, all righty. You guys, Chiefs at Broncos.
Division game.
Little in-division game for you as well.
It's Broncos week, baby. Donkeys week.
Flexed out of prime time. Who would have thought that?
First time I've ever been flexed out of prime time, man.
Pat Mahomes and the electric Andy Reid offense flexed out of prime time. Going to Broncos country.
Don't say it. Don't say it. It's right now. I don't think anybody should be saying that right now, man.
Let's ride. Offense is averaging 14.3 points per game, 14 touchdowns on the season. Both are the worst in the NFL. But where one side is weak, the other is strong.
And of course,
defense ranks top 3. Oh, yeah. Top 3 in points per game, total yards per game, third down percentage, and red zone touchdowns.
As much as they want to talk about how this team is very good, they sure seem to be in every single one of the games that they're playing, man.
Yeah, that's what a good defense affords you. You're in all the games.
You're in all of them, man. They got a veteran group on the back end. They tackle very, 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 very well across the board. Got a few linebackers that have came into the season with questions at that position, playing their tails off. And their D-line has always been stout. They're well coached on that side of the ball for sure. Nick Faggio's got those guys playing their tails off, knowing that, things aren't great on the offensive side of the ball for them right now. But that doesn't mean that they can't be prideful on the defensive side. And we're going to have our hands full, especially the way that, we've played the past couple games. I think it's something that, it's a mentality week. We got to go out there and start to really put together this stretch of games here towards the end of the season to get us ready for that playoff type atmosphere. And the biggest thing right now for us is winning the division, getting into the playoffs and solidifying getting into the playoffs. And I'm pretty sure if we win this game this week, we are in.
Yeah, if you guys haven't lost a division game yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No,
they're big games. Division's always big.
Always big, and sure enough, they're always pretty close, more times than not. So we'll have our hands full with one of the best defenses in the league. But I got all the faith in Coach Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes that we'll figure something out.
Well, all righty. That about wraps up the 16th episode of New Heights.
Sheesh.
Yeah, man. We're rolling through these things.
We are rolling, man.
Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to the New Heights channel so you know when we drop some new videos for you. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure to check out our official merch store at homage.com/New Heights.
Once again, baby, New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. And don't forget to follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show to follow the clips throughout the week. And thanks to our production team, as always. We thank you guys. You guys,
Thanks, guys.
Make us look way better than what we are, and we appreciate it.
Boy, is that true.
Until next week, peace.